Hey guys, today we'll be looking at the 2020 presidential election if Barack Obama was hypothetically going to run for a third term against Republican incumbent President Trump. So first we're going to fill in the safe states for Donald Trump, states in the middle of the country as well as the deep south, South Carolina, Kentucky, West Virginia, and Indiana, along with Alaska, the safe conservative states. For Barack Obama, we're going to give him the West Coast, Hawaii, and most of the Northeast, along with the state of New York and his home state of Illinois. So now we have the swing states for a hypothetical election. So in the state of Nevada, Nevada went to Barack Obama by over 12 points in 2008. He was able to flip the state back to Democratic control after Bush won it twice in 2000 and 2004. Hillary Clinton narrowly won the state in 2016 by 2%, so I do think Barack Obama will be able to carry the state of Nevada. Next, in the swing state of New Hampshire, New Hampshire has gone to a Democrat since 2004. The last Republican to win in the state was George W. Bush in the year 2000. John Kerry won the state by 1.4%, and Barack Obama won the state by over 5%. Hillary Clinton narrowly won this state by only a small margin of 0.4%. However, I do think Barack Obama will be able to win this state, however, by a smaller margin. Next, in the swing state of Georgia. Georgia has gone to the Republicans since 1996, with Bill Clinton being the last Democrat to win the state all the way back in 1992. Trump won the state by 5.2% in 2016. Barack Obama came pretty close in the state in his two elections. However, I do think Trump will hold on to the state of Georgia, but only by a lean margin. Next, we're going to look at the swing state of Colorado with 9 electoral votes. The state of Colorado has gone to the Democrats since 2008, when Barack Obama won the state by 9 points. In 2016, Hillary Clinton continued to carry the state for the Democratic Party, however, only winning by a little less than 5%. However, I do think Colorado will go to Barack Obama by a larger margin than Hillary Clinton. Next, we're going to look at the swing state of New Mexico. New Mexico has gone to the Democrats since 2008. George W. Bush was the last Republican to win the state in 2004. Obama actually won the state in 2008 and 2012 by 15 and 10 points respectively. Hillary Clinton lessened the margin when she won by 8.3%. However, the state is pretty solid for President Obama. Next, in the swing state of Arizona. Arizona has gone to a Republican since the year 2000. Its capital city and largest city of Phoenix is the fastest growing city in the United States, and those urban areas tend to be more liberal. So Arizona is becoming more and more Democratic. Trump nearly won this state by 2.8%. I think with Barack Obama's general popularity, he will be able to flip the state for the Democratic Party for the first time in 24 years. I think he will win by a tiny tilt margin. The next swing state we're going to look at is the state of Iowa. Iowa went to Trump in 2016. Barack Obama actually won this state in his two elections, winning by 9% and 5% in 2008 and 2012 respectively. Trump won the state by almost 10% in 2016. And although I think Trump will have some trouble winning this state again, I do think he will be able to pull off a narrow victory in the state of Iowa. Iowa is in the Rust Belt and becoming more and more conservative. The next toss-up state we're going to look at is the state of Virginia. Virginia went to Hillary Clinton in 2016 by a little over 5%. It's gone to a Democrat since Barack Obama won the state in 2008. And it's growing stronger and stronger for the Democratic Party, so I think Barack Obama will not have too much trouble carrying the state of Virginia. I'll give him a lean margin in this state. The next state we're going to look at is the state of Minnesota. Minnesota has gone to the Democratic Party since 1976. It was the only state not to go to Ronald Reagan in his 1984 landslide victory. Barack Obama won this state by over 10% in 2008. In 2016, Secretary Clinton narrowly won this state. She almost lost it, only winning it by a little over 1%. However, Barack Obama, a much more popular Democrat, I believe will win the state of Minnesota, however by a lean margin, not as strong as he won it in 2008. As also part of the Rust Belt, Minnesota is becoming more and more conservative. Next, we're going to look at the 3 Rust Belt states that Donald Trump managed to flip in 2016. All polls show that Hillary Clinton will win these 3 states. However, Trump won these states all by less than 1%. So first, in the state of Wisconsin, Wisconsin went to Barack Obama by almost 14% in 2008. In 2012, his margin of victory was cut in half. He won by almost 7%. And in 2016, Trump flipped the state for the first time since 1988 for the Republican Party, winning the state by less than 23,000 votes, or 0.7%. I do think that with Barack Obama's popularity, as well as winning the state before, I do think he will win the state of Wisconsin by a tilt margin, so less than 2%, as Wisconsin is the closest Rust Belt state. The next Rust Belt state we're going to look at is the state of Michigan. Michigan has gone to the Democratic Party since 1992. 2016, Trump won the state by less than 1% as well. Sorry about that. I do think that Barack Obama will be able to flip the state of Michigan back to the Democratic Party. I think he'll win with a pretty strong lean margin. The next state, the last Rust Belt state that Trump won by a narrow margin, the state of Pennsylvania. In the state of Pennsylvania, Trump won by 0.7%. The state went to Barack Obama by 10% in 2008 and 5% in 2012. So I think he'll be able to flip the state back for the Democratic Party, as this is also his Vice President Joe Biden's home state. So at this point, Barack Obama has crossed the 270 electoral vote threshold to win the election. In the state of Ohio, Ohio is a bellwether state, which means that it has gone to, the winner in Ohio has gone on to become the president in every election for the last 60 years. Barack Obama won this state by 4.6% in 2016. Trump managed to flip the state, winning it by over 8% in 2016. Sorry, Barack Obama won this state in 2008. So I think that Trump will be able to win a narrow victory in the state of Ohio, as he was able to win it by over 8% in the last election. In the swing state of North Carolina, North Carolina has gone to a Republican since 2012. Barack Obama won the state by 0.3% in 2008. However, in 2012, Mitt Romney was able to flip this state back for the Republicans, winning by 2%. And in 2016, Trump won the state by 3.6%. However, the state is polling in favor of the Democratic Party at the moment. It's becoming more and more liberal. And having won before, I think Barack Obama will be able to narrowly, very narrowly, take the state of North Carolina. This puts him over 300 electoral votes. Next, in the toss-up state of Maine, not really a toss-up state besides the 1st District of Maine, the state at large is strong for the Democratic Party, as the Democrats have won the state of Maine at large since 1992. The 2nd District of Maine is also, the 1st District of Maine is strong for the Democratic Party. The 2nd District actually went to Trump in 2016. However, Barack Obama managed to win the state twice, so I think the 1st District of Maine will go to the Democratic Party. Next, in the swing state of Texas, Texas is becoming more and more liberal in recent elections. With 38 electoral votes, Texas is a pretty large state. The state went to Trump by 9% in 2016, and it has gone to the Republicans since 1980. So I will give the state of Texas to Donald Trump, but I think he will only win by a lean margin. Lastly, in the state of Florida, Florida went to Barack Obama in 2008 and 2012, winning by 2.8% in 2008. Trump won this state narrowly by a little over 1% in 2016. So I do think that Barack Obama will win this state. He'll carry it with a tiny, tiny tilt margin. So after this, I think Barack Obama will win the 2020 election if he were to run for a third term, with 334 electoral votes to Trump's 204, matching about Trump's victory in 2012 against Mitt Romney. So thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe to my channel, as well as leaving this video a like. I really appreciate it, and thank you for watching.